This supplemental video is for creating simple cast shadows. So to start off, of course, we need to work out some type of shape. In this case, we're just going to do a simple box shape, darken in the visible lines. I'm going to go ahead and remove the guidelines and then add the shadow vanishing point and light source. So the shadow vanishing point, this is really the important part of the direction of the shadow. So if we create a direction here, from that point, we can extend it out pretty far because we need enough distance that this light source, which is a bit of ways and higher, is going to have a long cast shadow from this. So again, we go through the next point that we're going to need for the shadow along the ground plane, and then finally the third side, and basically we're picking points that the light's going to throw a shadow from. So the next part of this is to take the light source, follow along the shadow vanishing point line to the point of the object, go up to the top of that point, continue at that angle down until the light source line intersects with the shadow vanishing point line. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a different color there to organize it. And we continue that process 2 more times. So again, from the light source, following the shadow vanishing point line, finding the point of the object, going to the top of that point. And for elevated objects, it's a little bit different. We can cover that. I've got some files on that, and I need to extend this line out just a little bit more. There we go. And now go back to the light source last time. Same process, follow the shadow vanishing point line. When it intersects with the object, go to the top of that line, extend it out. And now we've got enough information to create our cast shadow. So at this point, what I'm going to do is go ahead and I need to create a layer. Give me 1 second here. There we go. And we're going to identify the area of the cast shadow. So obviously it comes from the corner of the object. It goes to that point where the light source and shadow vanishing point intersects. We can go down to the next one and then connect the third one, follow the shadow vanishing point line back to the object, go along the base of the object, and at this point we have our cast shadow. Let's go with something that's a little bit more appropriate. And there is your simple cast shadow. Now we can do this again. I've got another object ready to go. So there's our object. It's a smaller box this time. We darken in the object. We're going to remove the guidelines and then quickly here go through this process 1 more time. So shadow vanishing point lines through the sides that are going to cast out the shadow. Basically with the box, it's the 3 corners. Again, go back to the light source line. Follow it along the shadow vanishing point line until it intersects with the object. That line up to the top. Continue at the same angle until they intersect. Now, one of the things you're going to see here with this next one is that we've got a shadow vanishing point line that's in line with our shadow vanishing point and light source. So we're not going to get enough of an angle where we can really say definitively this is where it's going to be at. So what do we do in this case? What we can do is identify a point there, another point that'll help us get the angle of the shadow. So I've gone in and I've centered the box. I've got a line vertical up that we're going to follow for our light source. And we're basically breaking this into a smaller piece. So again, falling through the light source down to the object line. And this is a bit smaller, so you would really want to be able to look kind of closer with the software. But we're just trying to get a general idea. And what happens here is we can follow from this point through the new point, continue that line at the same angle until it intersects with the shadow vanishing point. And with pretty high level of confidence, we can guess that this is going to be correct. That angle's not going to change on the object, so the angle of the shadow should not change either. So now we have our cast shadow filling it in, same as the other one. I'm going to post this file so you can look at the individual lines if you would like, and hopefully this helps.